meet you where you been. I could show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven.
Hi everyone, I'm here today with a get ready with me video where I show you everything on my face except for one thing, the foundation, and it's because I'm filming a first impressions demo of it. It's the EX1 Invisiwear, which I'll link that down below. But this is a get ready with me using a ton of new products. Almost everything that I'm using is new out at Sephora, new at Makeup Geek, just a ton of new products. Some of them I have used for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days now. Some of them are my first time ever using them. The majority of them are all like brand new products. And so for my eyes, we're doing the Makeup Geek Manny MUA palette. I know that this is sold out as of today when I'm filming this, which is the 25th of February, but a ton of these colors are actually permanent shades. There's a couple that are limited edition, but there are so many of these shades that are already in her existing collection that are similar that you can recreate this look really easily. And I tried to use every color. I did use every color except for this one because this is the color that is my comfort zone. So I tried to steer away from that. So I kind of played with the Cosmopolitan color, which is that really pretty like peachy gold sheen color, which I do have in the permanent line. That's what's all over my lid. I steered away from this on my lid because I know that a ton of people have been doing tutorials with this on the lid, this in the crease, and I was like, okay, there's gonna be so many tutorials. So let's play with this color, and this one obviously is my comfort zone. That one is in the color Luna, which is very similar, I think, to her Foiled Pigment and Grandstand. So if you want to see how I created this look and then see how a ton of these products perform, I have Burberry, NARS, Makeup Forever, I have Urban Decay, ColourPop. There's just so many different new products out. So if you want to see this get ready with me, then just stay tuned. This is going to be like a first impressions of a lot of products and then kind of like brand new products that I have just, oh man, focus. All right, so I'm going to be doing a get ready with me using a lot of new products that are new to Sephora or just new makeup products that are coming out. Some of these I've used before, some of them I have not. If I have used them, I will let you know. A couple of them are repurchases, and my foundation is also a first impression, so make sure you check that out. It's using the EX1 Invisiwear shade F100. I'm doing a first impressions. It's what's on my face, and so that will be linked down below. So let's see where we're gonna start. Okay. So for my brows, I'm going to start off with the Anastasia Brow Definer. I've been using this shade Taupe, and I've been loving this brow product so much. And, you know, I have been a Anastasia Brow Wiz fan for a very, very long time, but I'm loving the definer. The nice thing about it is it's like this different shape. It's like triangle. And I just really, really like it for doing my brows because it's so easy and I feel like it's so quick. The texture is a lot different too. To me it feels a little bit more waxier. I guess I can zoom in a little bit. It feels a little bit more waxier and I feel like it holds my brows in place a little bit easier, and it's just so quick. It's just really, really quick. So if you have been a Brow Wiz fan for a long time, I recommend trying out the definer because I think it's really, really good. And I've been using the color Taupe. I go back and forth between like taupe and chocolate and soft brown or medium brown, just depending on the mood. Like sometimes I like a bolder brow, so I go for a little bit darker color. Sometimes I'm wanting the lighter brow. And lately I've just been using taupe and I'm almost out of it. So I do really, really love the definer. And I bought it in a few different shades, and I haven't even gone to my Brow Wiz or my Brow Beater, which is the one by Urban Decay, or even my NYX one. So really been enjoying this. I'm gonna go in with MAC Painterly Paint Pot and a Sigma 3D HD Precision Brush, and I'm gonna put Painterly all over my lid. And I've been loving using a brush to apply my lid primer lately. I don't know why. But I love, especially this one, or the pointed one that's also by Sigma. I just love it because it's really easy to go along underneath your brows and kind of clean it up and sharpen it up. Next, we're gonna go in with the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA collaboration palette. There are 9 shades in here and they're beautiful. Some are limited edition, some are from the permanent line, and it's a really beautiful array of really warm tones and then this really fun color that I think, yeah, Insomnia, which is one of her permanent colors, but it's also this beautiful like blue-brown pigment color. So it's very, very beautiful. And this is a palette we're gonna use today. I have used it one time and I really liked it, and so I haven't had much time to really play with it, so I figured we would play with it today and see what we could come up with. I know a lot of people have been posting it, and this color all over the lid has been very popular, so I'm gonna try not to do that because I know a lot of other people are, and so I'm gonna try to switch it up. And I know that this beautiful rose gold color is like my first instinct to go with, but I think what I'm gonna do is go in with Cosmopolitan, which is one of her permanent shades. I think we're gonna do that on the lid. So we're gonna see how this comes out. So we're gonna start off with the color Beaches and Cream, which is a permanent shade. It's this one right here in the middle. It's a really pretty soft kind of tan cream shade. And this is a Sigma tapered blending brush, E35. And we're going to blend this into the crease and just kind of create a transition shade to make everything else blend so much easier. Beaches and Cream is one of my favorite Makeup Geek shadows, that one and Peach Smoothie. Peach Smoothie is really great when I'm a little bit tan, but when I'm a little bit more fair, Beaches and Cream is really, really beautiful. It's just a really great everyday, easy, fairly neutral transition shade. If you are a tanner skin tone, this would be a really good brow bone color for you. But for me, it is a very great transition shade slash like all over your lid, create a base for the rest of the shadows to blend. So we're gonna go in with a Makeup Geek brush. This is the stiff dome brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. And we're gonna start off with, let's do Sora, which is this middle color. It's a really nice warm camel color, and we're going to put this in the crease. I'm kind of starting out here in the outer portion, and we're going to blend it in. And then it's a little bit of windshield wiper motions and small circles, and as I get out here, I'm doing little small circles and kind of feathering it out. Going back in with that blending brush with no additional product, and we're just going to blend along the edges here. We're going to deepen it up just a little bit with Frappe, which is one of her permanent shades, and we're just going to keep this on the outer third of the crease and just kind of deepening it up out here. And I'm even taking it a little bit along like the lower lash line to kind of connect it, because we're not doing a cut crease look. So we'll just kind of connect it down on this corner right here. I'm blending it. Okay, now I think we're going to, I'm just kind of totally playing this by ear. I don't really have any sort of rhyme and reason for what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with it. This really beautiful red color, it's like a burgundy red, and it's called Mars. And if you have Cherry Cola, I think that will be a similar-ish shade to this one. It's a little bit more purple. This one's a lot more burgundy red. And we're going to put this on the lid. So this is a MAC 239 brush. I might need to switch to something else, but we'll see if this works. And we're going to pack this on to the outer half of the lid. And I noticed this color, like once you blend it out, it ends up being a lot more pink versus red. It doesn't really keep that real deep, rich red color that you see in the pan. When it blends out, especially if you like blend it into the crease, I find it looks a lot more of a magenta pink shade versus a deep red, like cranberry red. We're going to pack it into about the halfway mark. And I might need to switch brushes to blend this out. We're gonna move over to a MAC 217 brush. And I just find some of these fluffier brushes with these deeper colors blend out so much better when you use a fluffy brush. So I got a little bit more. And we're going to start off by patting the product on so we get most of the product onto the eye. And then we're going to start sweeping it back and forth and blending it out. So I'm doing a combination of patting and then also like little sweeping motions into the crease. So I'm actually just going to take this and put it in like whatever's left on the brush, kind of bring it all the way in. But we're not gonna take it all the way into that inner corner. We're just going to blend this all over the lid to try to keep this seamless when we go in with the other color, that Cosmopolitan color. But as you can see, like as it lightens up, it turns very, very pink versus like that really deep red. And I want that red, so I'm gonna pack on a little bit more. I'm gonna go back in with the stiff dome brush and a little bit of that Sora color. And we're gonna just lightly trace along the crease and just soften that up. Going in with our fluffy brush and a little bit of Beaches and Cream, we're going to just kind of have it fade up and make sure we keep it blended. I think I'm going to use this MAC 242 brush. It's one of my favorites. And we're going to go in with Cosmopolitan, which is that really pretty kind of pinkish, salmony pink color. And it has a little bit of gold in it. And we're going to start off, I might add some FAQS Plus, but we're going to start off and we're just going to apply that to the inner third to inner half of our eye. So I'm wanting this to look a little bit more metallic, so I'm going to get some of the Cosmopolitan on my brush and we're going to spray a little FAQS Plus on it, and that will just help make it pop a little bit more and give it a little bit more of a foiled look. For the outer part of the eye, we're gonna take a little bit more of, what is that red color called? Mars, a little bit more Mars, and we're going to slowly like blend that with the Cosmopolitan color. Just lightly flip my brush over. And I'm going to use this other side, and I'm gonna go in with the deep chocolate brown called Aphrodite. And it's just a deep chocolate. This will just help kind of balance it out when we blend it. Going back in and just kind of blending this out with the Sora color. Softening that up. Blending out any harsh lines. And we're just going to make sure that this stays nice and ombre. We want it to be really foiled in this inner part. And then it's going to fade out to that pinky red color and then fade out to the dark brown. So another cool thing that I got, which we're gonna try it out, is this Sephora color switch. And it's new to Sephora. I don't think it's a new product. Basically, here's my dirty brush. You wipe it around in this sponge thing, and it's supposed to kick off a lot of the product so that you can go in and use the same brush with another color. And it works okay. Some of these darker colors, your brush gets a little bit stained until you deep clean it, but it takes off quite a bit of the powder. As you can see, there's nothing really coming off onto my hand. So it is a cool product, especially if you don't have like a towel or something that you can run your brush on. It definitely makes switching out colors a lot easier. Especially when you're working with really colorful colors and you don't really want them to mix too much, and you don't have a lot of brushes, and you don't have time to like go and clean them each time. So now I'm going in with that dark brown in the palette and just kind of deepening up this outer corner right here. And then again, just going back in and blending this out. I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush. This is a MAC 219. Any pencil brush will work. And I'm gonna go in with this light color called Artemis, which is a really pretty off-white, a little bit more of a yellow gold type color. And we're going to put this in the inner corner. We might have to. Okay, so for our concealer, I have Urban Decay in light neutral and fair neutral. Light neutral is actually like kind of dark. I don't know why it's so dark on me, but I need to mix the two, and I need to use this up. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of this because I still need to be using this up, but I'm also gonna apply the fair color with this to lighten it up because this is like the same color as my skin essentially and doesn't add much for a brightening effect. I feel like between the fair and the light there's a drastic difference. And we're going to just mix this on top. Used the, which one was it? The New Makeup Forever, and I just really didn't like it. I felt like it made my under eyes look really, really dry and crepey, and it just was not cute. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the light and mix that too. As you can see, there's a huge difference between light and fair. It's pretty dramatic. Okay, going in with my Real Techniques sponge, and we're going to blend this out. I'm gonna try out this new Hula, Do the Hula from Benefit. There's a coupon code. If you go to Ebates, I will link Ebates down below. They always have the coupon codes for Sephora. This was a coupon code. I ended up placing a few different orders and I got 2 of them. And it's their new liquid matte bronzer. So we're gonna try this out. I'm going to pump some out on this tray and we're going to see how it applies. So it's actually a really light tan. It's a lot lighter than I think I expected it to be. This e.l.f. like contouring brush and see how this works. So, oh, it's a very like, oh, it smells good. It smells like very tropical, and my hair is totally in the product. So it's very liquidy. You can see there. I'm gonna blend it with this beauty blender. I don't know if it really did anything. Looking in the mirror, I don't really see much of a difference. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with that more. I think if you're really tan, you're not gonna see that. This is probably more of a product for fair tan or for fair skin girls because I don't really see much of a contour, but that's okay. So I'm gonna set my under eyes with a combination of the light powder in the Anastasia palette and then Emphasize from MAC. I like this combination. I find that using the banana powder from Anastasia is just a little bit too dark for me, especially when I'm not self-tanning, but the light powder works really well. And this is a Royal & Langnickel blush brush that I absolutely adore. So let's just set under here. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm just going to set my cheeks and my T-zone because otherwise powder products are a little bit difficult to blend. The Pro Fusion, I got mine in 15i. Most people probably get it a little bit darker, but this seemed like a really good shade for me, and I think it works great. It'll even work as I get a little bit more tan in the summer. And this is a MAC contouring brush. And this is 15i. And we're just going to contour. I actually really like this. I had like not allowed myself to buy it for a long time because I'm like, I have so many other bronzers and I just don't need another one. And then finally like bit the bullet and bought it. And I really, really like it. I do feel like it's a very natural bronzer. I think this shade is a really good shade for me as well. The NARS blush, this is the Impassioned. It's one of their new limited edition colors. and I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's very creamy. I feel like it's a lot smoother and creamier than a lot of their blushes, and I have just been really, really enjoying it. So I'm going to use this Sigma, it's from their Paris collection, but it's just their contour blush brush or angled blush brush. And this is like such a really pretty light pink but very neutral blush, and it doesn't really look like much, but on your cheeks I just feel like it's so pretty. This is the nude gold from Burberry. I had gotten a Burberry blush contour color a while ago and just didn't really like it, but then I saw this highlight, and this is in nude gold, and I am so in love with this. I love this brush for highlighting. It's the MAC 137, and you can see the embossing in it. It's so pretty. But this color is great. I think even if you're super fair, you're going to love it because it's not too gold. It just adds that really pretty wet look to your cheeks. Like, look at that. And I'm using a very like fluffy brush, and it just picks up color like a dream. I mean, look at that. That highlight is insane. So I highly recommend that. And I'm just going to blend that a little bit more and blend this out a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Autograph pencil just for my tight line and waterline. This is not new. And then we're gonna go ahead and do our waterline. I usually cut this part out because I think it's gross watching people put liner in their waterline, so I'm gonna do that really quick and I'll be right back. These two are amazing for your lash line, your lower lash line. We're gonna use the Makeup Geek one today. I think I'm gonna start off with the Mars color, which is that red, and we're going to run that really close to the lash line, just like that. Now I'm gonna go in with Insomnia, which is that blue-brown color, because I do want to incorporate that somehow, because let's be honest, it's really beautiful. We're going to smudge that now on the lower lash line. This Makeup Geek defined crease brush because it's pointed at the top, and we're going to blend that out with a little combination of Frappe and what was that other color? Sora, which are the two mid-tone browns. And we're just going to smooth that out and blend it a little bit, kind of smoke it out. But we still might actually even go in with just a tiny bit more of Insomnia. Go back in to do that inner corner with a little bit more of the color Artemis, I think is what it's called. And we're going to pop that in here, because we lost a little bit of it when we did our concealer. Since I just have this Anastasia contour kit here, we're just going to use that white highlight, or that light cream highlight. It's just a matte color. You could use any light color that you have, but since that's just sitting right here, that's just what we're going to use. This is just a MAC black liner. The black or black is black chroma liner, which I just use it all the time. It's one of my favorites. I think this look obviously calls for some lashes because it's a little bit brighter. So let's do just thin liner, and then we're gonna pop on some lashes. I'm probably gonna use these Mosquito ones that are sitting over here. Mosquito Viola lashes. So I'm gonna pop those on too. So I'm gonna do just a thin layer of liner, pop these lashes on. I'll be right back. Okay, finally got the lashes on. Had some technical difficulty because I could not find tweezers anywhere, and I can't apply lashes without tweezers. So finally got it figured out. These are the Voilas. They're very, very voluminous and long and really full. They're super fluttery, so if you're not into dramatic lashes, these are not your thing, but they do have some really beautiful ones with Mosquito. I have a discount code I will leave down below. And for my lips, I'm gonna use NARS Alagua, which is one of my all-time favorites. I've already finished one and I'm almost out of this one. And we're gonna line our lips and try to talk at the same time. It's not easy, folks. Yeah, perfect color. And then one of my favorite lip products right now is the ColourPop Ultra Matte in Lumiere 2, which is so beautiful. Their new Satin Match just came out too, so I highly recommend picking those up. The color Dopey is amazing. I love this lip combination so much. I think it pairs really pretty with the color in the eyes too. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like these get ready with me chit chat videos where I'm trying a bunch of new products out, let me know and I will try to do more of them in the future. And I hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.